Remember this movie? The Fourth Kind. This is a good movie. I did actually thoroughly enjoy it. And in this movie, there's a scene where a creature or an alien is supposedly talking Sumerian. To me, that just sounds like a load of noise. It certainly doesn't sound Sumerian to me. But within the movie, there's an expert who thinks he can make out the words.
I believe words are Akkadian, but it's not in Sumerian.
So, the Sumerian words he thinks he hears, he pulls up on the screen, and I want to fact check this.
Our creation is the last two words, I'm not sure of the first two.
So he just said, if you didn't catch it, our creation was the last two words, he wasn't sure of the first two. And just so you know, the last two words are Menden, that's one word, and Kialutum is the other. So here is what it would look like in Sumerian cuneiform, and you may or may not be happy to know that what he attempted to translate is actually correct. Menden can be used for the first person independent plurality, that being we, us, or our, context depending. And Kialutum, well, he said it means creation, but it actually means place of creation. Ki meaning place, elutum meaning creation. However, the first part of the phrase he couldn't get, which is strange because it's not all that difficult. So it would look like this in Sumerian, and the first part is very easy, that's the third person plural, they. But the second line is a little bit more complicated. It actually consists of four parts. Four parts squished into three signs. The first sign, me, this is the sign for divine power. The second sign, na, is a compounded sign of the third person singular and the genitive case marker, meaning of. So it's of his or of her. And the last sign, am, is the copular case marker. The copula is used to connect words, and in Sumerian, am6 is one of the signs used to express that. And we already know this sentence is in the third person. This just confirms that and adds the connecting word are, so it's they are. And altogether, they are of his divine power. So, Inene Mena Am Ki Elutim, in my opinion, means they are of his divine power, our earthly creation. But it does continue.
Examine is the first word. The last word is ruin or destroy.
Right then, so let's try and go through this a bit quicker. So Igikar, he thinks means examine, absolutely correct. Shugzagu means to destroy or to completely destroy, correct also. Okay, and so for the rest of it, I mean, these two words here, they don't even exist. But both of them closely resemble words meaning remove. And I can see to cancel here, and I can also see to raise or to foster. So, the translation, in my opinion, translates to
they are of his divine power, our earthly creation, to examine, to foster, to raise, and counsel, or to remove and destroy, as we see fit.
So there is a little bit more. This is it here, but it makes no grammatical sense to me whatsoever. I could force some base values out of there, but there's no point, so I'm just going to leave it. Anyway, so my conclusion is that the movie cheaped out on the translator for Sumerian. There was very little and very poor grammar, leaving a lot of conjecture to be forced. But this was my translation. But other people might have a slightly different opinion. For instance, Alexi Sahala, PhD at Language Technology at the University of Helsinki, has done a deep dive on this. This is his deep dive. You can pause it and have a read if you're interested. He both confirms most of what I've put, but also comes up with an alternative, which is entirely possible in Sumerian due to its polyvalent nature. But ultimately, his translation that he came up with at the end is, we are the masters, divine beings of the heavens, examining the place of creation, fetching the offspring to compare it, taking it away, and destroying it completely. Oh, and the short message at the end, the one that I said made no sense, he agrees with. He thinks it could be Akkadian. I wouldn't know about that. But, yeah. And as somebody who is self-taught in Sumerian grammar, it's very rewarding to have somebody like Alexi, a PhD graduate, confirming my translations to be correct. It's incredibly satisfying and rewarding. So, yeah, Anyway, that's the end of the video. Give us a like, a follow, and all that. Thanks.